The TUV would run away, they would desert the battlefield. The UUP would cave in, and just as they did before. But the DUP is up to the task. There are two options before our people. One, to do the easy thing by walking away and risking the drift back. Or two, to do the right thing of making Stormont work and keeping Northern Ireland moving forward. I urge voters not to do what is easy, but to do what is right for the whole community and for the future of Northern Ireland. Before I finish, I feel I must make one final call for Unionist unity. A number of weeks ago, I launched our party's countdown to Unionist unity. The DUP were not prepared for it to become a forgotten issue. This campaign bore fruit with the independent candidacy of Rodney Connor in Fermanagh, South Tyrone, with pan-Unionist support. However, I'm still not satisfied with half a loaf. My party and I stand ready to act in the greater interest of unionism and reach a similar agreement in South Belfast. I believe a comparable figure to Rodney Connor can be found for South Belfast, even at this late stage. If Sir Reg MP chooses to ignore this plea, as he has so many others, so be it. But let the record show the failure to achieve Unionist unity has not been because of a lack of effort by the DUP. If no arrangements are made by the close of nominations tomorrow, then it will be for the voters to decide. In Fermanagh and South Tyrone, I call on the voters to support Rodney Connor. In North Down, I call on voters to return Sylvia Herman. In South Belfast, I call on those voters who believe in Unionist unity to recognise the DUP's substantial, sincere and repeated efforts to achieve an agreed candidate and to vote for Jimmy Spratt. Jimmy is the only Unionist who can win South Belfast. He came close in 2005, only 1,200 votes from victory, and boundary changes have cut into that gap. With the UCOMP candidate being an already rejected former council candidate, even the SDLP have declared it to be a two-horse race between MacDonald and Spratt. It can be within our grasp again if Unionists unite behind Jimmy. Despite all the progress Northern Ireland has made, there are, of course, still dangers that we could slip back. Terrorists want to drag us back. Some politicians would drag us back. Therefore, we make no apology for reminding people, indeed we consider it our duty to remind people, of the importance of endorsing the DUP's strategy to move Northern Ireland forward. The decision people will take will make and mould the future. These are decisions that will decide whether our economy will grow or stagnate, and what type of health and education services we will have available. These decisions will shape devolution and determine whether we slip back or continue to move forward. For our armed forces, these will be decisions quite literally of life and death proportions. These decisions will be made by those who turn out to vote, not by those who criticise from the armchair. There is no perfect political party, and if voters wait for perfection before they exercise their franchise, they will wait long indeed. There is no perfect political party because we are drawn from a society which is not perfect, and one that must be nurtured and protected from the vileness of terror and the harshness of recession. What we can all do is travel with resolve to change both our society and institutions for the better. A vote for the DUP is a vote for political stability and prosperity, a vote for strong, positive leadership, for a long-term strategy, a vote to encourage Unionists of all shades to work together, and a vote to deliver the best possible deal for Northern Ireland at Westminster. So, on the 6th of May, Let's keep Northern Ireland moving forward.
Yeah.